Today I'm scoring with the oldest player in every NBA 2K, starting with the original 2K. We have Sam Perkins at 39 years old. Now there is no overalls in this game, so I have no idea how good he is in this game. Give it to Sam Perkins in the post. Let's back down Patrick Ewing, go up with that. And there we go. There's a bucket right there. And of course, the next game is 2K1. Sam Perkins, still the oldest player at 40 years old now. He's actually starting in this game, so if we can win a tip-off, that would be perfect. There we go. We win the tip-off. And we got Shaq covering us now. I don't know what's wrong with my game, but it just makes me automatically post up. Okay, I am not going to be able to post up Shaq. Okay, maybe I can. Maybe I can. Shot clock winding down. I'm going to put up the shot, the hook shot. No, I put Sam Perkins in at power forward, so we don't have to go against Shaq anymore. And this is so much easier to back down, and we get the hook shot right away. On to 2K2. John Stockton is the oldest player now at 40 years old, and he is an 83 overall. So Stockton's still a decent overall here, and he is pretty quick. I don't know the controls in any of these games. I just got to put up a... No. Can I get the screen right there inside for the layup? And there we go. All right. On to 2K3. John Stockton's still the oldest player at 41 years old now. And he actually went up this year to an 85 overall. I want to try to hit a 3 here. We're going to call for a screen, pull up, and that should go in. That's way too easy. Well, let's move on to the next game, which is ESPN Basketball, aka 2K4. Kevin Willis, the oldest player at 41 years old, and he is only a 66 overall. I'm just going to give it to him in the post. See what we can do here. Let's get blocked. Get the ball back. 3, 2, go up for it again. And there we go. We got a bucket. And we're on to 2K5. Kevin Willis, still the oldest player, now at 42 years old, and he's still a 66 overall. All right, let's see if we can win another tip-off right here. That's always a good sign, and we can. I think the only chance we have at scoring is trying to get in the post. Okay, let's post up. I have no idea what's happening. Let's just pull up, and there we go. On to 2K6. Dikembe Mutombo, the oldest player now at 40 years old. He's an 80 overall. Oh, yeah, Mutombo on a fast break. Come on, Mutombo! And one. Let's go with a massive dunk. We're on to 2K7. Dikembe Mutombo, still the oldest player at 41 years old now. Only a 72 overall. Let's get in the post with Mutombo now. I don't think we're going to get a dunk like we did last game. We cannot move at all. Let's just fade. No. Oh, gosh. We got to get inside with Mutombo, and we're blocked. Get it to Mutombo inside. And no. How did we just miss that? Didn't move. No, we didn't spin. Okay, we got fouled. We're going to the line with Mutombo. Tilt the controller back. What is going on right now? I'm not doing anything. He's just automatically shooting. And we missed both them. Give me a screen. There we go. Here's to Mutombo inside. Come on, we cannot miss that. Yes, thank you. And we move on to 2K8. Dikembe Mutombo, still the oldest player in the game, now at 42 years old, and he's a 74 overall. Let Mutombo, let's have him post up. Get in the post right here. Go up for that little hook shot. How do we miss that? All right, let's get it to Mutombo back in the post. I don't even know how to get run a pick and roll in this game. There we go. Wide open. We got to hit that. On to 2K9. Dikembe Mutombo is still the oldest player at 43 years old now, and he's a 74 overall. Okay, I'm just going to... Let's post up with Mutombo against Brook Lopez. Keep going. All right, I got to put that up. Little hook. There we go. And this is Mutombo's last game, so luckily we don't have to use him anymore. And we're moving on to 2K10. Lindsey Hunter is the oldest player at 39 years old, and he's only a 61 overall. Now, he really has no good stats at all in this game, so I don't even know how we're going to score. Let's try getting a screen. Can we try to get inside for an open layup? No, they're defending us. He only averaged 1 point per game in real life this season. There we go. Inside. Oh, what? We got blocked by the bottom of the rim. Get around. No. We're getting locked up right now. Here we go. Another layup. And there we go. That one falls. And we are on to 2K11. And Shaquille O'Neal is the oldest player at 39 years old. He's a 77 overall. How big of a body Shaq is. No way anybody can stop us in the post. He's just way too heavy. Let's just back down Roy Hibbert. There we go. Dude, shoot the ball. Shaq. What are you doing, Shaq? Come on. There you go. There you go. Go up for it. Go up for it. There we go. We actually got it to go. That was terrible. On to 2K12. Juwan Howard is the oldest player at 39 years old, and he's only a 54 overall. Now, he has got to be our worst player. 54 overall is horrendous. That is terrible. Maybe we can get open from the mid-range, get some sort of screen here. pop the shot, and bang. Okay, that was actually really easy to score with him. If players can at least shoot a bit, it makes it so much easier. But when you're fat and can't move and can't hit layups or dunks, that's when it gets hard. So we move on to 2K13. Jason Kidd, the oldest player at 40 years old. He is an 80 overall. Now, he's got a good 3-ball, so this shouldn't be too hard at all to score. Hit the screen. I'm just going to pop that in front of Damian Lillard. We miss it. Give me that board. Back to Jason Kidd. All right, let's get a better screen. Open right there. That's gotta fall. There we go. On to 2K14. Steve Nash is the oldest player at 40 years old, and he's an 80 overall. So I lost my voice audio for the rest of the video, so I'm just gonna be voicing everything over. But Steve Nash is a great 3-point shooter, so I got a screen with him and managed to hit a wide open 3. It was really easy to do. And we're on to 2K15. Andre Miller is the oldest player at 39 years old, and he's a 76 overall. Andre Miller's best rating in the game was his 3-point shot, but with how bad his release is, it's pretty much impossible to hit one. And after going cold, I found out if I went for a fading mid-range shot, his jumper was a lot smoother, and I was able to score that way. And we're on to 2K16. Andre Miller, again the oldest player. He's now 40 years old, and he's a 73 overall. With Isaiah Thomas guarding us, this was a pretty easy bucket. I just blew by him and hit a layup with Andre Miller. And we are on to 2K17. And Vince Carter is the oldest player now. He's coming in at 40 years old, and he's only a 74 overall. My goal for this game was to try and dunk with Vince Carter to see if he still has it in him. And after attempting a driving dunk on my first attempt and only getting a layup, I ran a pick and roll with Vince Carter, throwing him an alley-oop pass, and surprisingly, he was able to throw it down with ease. It's crazy that he can still do this at his age. And we are on to 2K18. Vince Carter is still the oldest player at 41 years old now, and he is a 74 overall. Vince Carter's best rating in 2K18 was his 3-point shot, so I ran a screen and roll with him, getting him open on the 3-point line and draining the shot. And the next game is 2K19. Again, Vince Carter, the oldest player at 42 years old now. He's a 74 overall. So again, I wanted to dunk with Vince Carter, and after winning the tip-off, I passed him the ball, blew by the defender with ease, and got a dunk. And this is actually a pretty crazy dunk for a 42-year-old. And we are on to NBA 2K20. And one last time, Vince Carter is the oldest player, 43 years old now. He's a 73 overall. And with this being the last game with Vince Carter, I had to go for one more dunk. And again, it wasn't very hard to do. I blew by Trevor Ariza with ease and got an easy dunk. Vince actually put Ariza on a bit of a poster. And we are on to NBA 2K21. Udonis Haslem is the oldest player now at 41 years old, and he's only a 70 overall. Haslem was just a locker guy slash player coach at this point in his career, only playing one game in real life this season, and the easiest way to get open with him was to run the pick and roll, and I didn't think he could do it, but Haslem was still able to dunk the ball. And we are on to 2K22. And again, Udonis Haslem is the oldest player, now 42 years old, and he's a 70 overall. Haslem, we played 13 games this season, but again, I ran the pick and roll with him. Unfortunately, he couldn't dunk this game, but I still got a layup with him. And we're on to NBA 2K23. And one last time, Udonis Haslem is the oldest player, now 43 years old. He's still a 70 overall. Our last game with Haslem here, again, just a player coach and locker room guy in real life, playing just 6 games this season. And this time, I got Luka in the post and was able to green a layup with him for his final game. And we're on to 2K24. And LeBron is now the oldest player, coming in at 39 years old. He's a 96 overall. LeBron is by far the highest rated oldest player in any 2K, and he actually had an 85 overall as a 3-point shot this game. So I got a screen from Anthony Davis, got wide open from the 3-point line, and greened it with LeBron. And we are on to our final game, NBA 2K25. LeBron is still the oldest player, now 40 years old, and he's a 95 overall. I wanted to end the video with something nice, so I ran the pick and roll with LeBron, throwing him the lob, and got a poster over Jordan Poole. The perfect way to end the video. Make sure you guys like the video. If you did, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Peace.